And then I will give this deck a nice clean cut so that we can see what is in the cards for all you gorgeous Capricorns. Starting out with the Tower. Oy vey, same exact spot as the daily reading, huh? 2 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. Well, this looks really good. I know it's been maybe a little hectic for some of you. But it's good. There's a lot of endings. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of, sometimes it seems almost violent how much change there is. But remember that Tower card is just a cutting free. It's a total demolition. And anybody that's done any kind of home improvements or anything like that, the demolition, it can be fun, when you break down those walls and stuff like that, but it's also really dusty and it takes a little time to clean up and get it to look like what you want it to look like. But just hanging out in the old structure that you didn't like is easier, but it's not as satisfying because then you don't get that new beautiful open floor plan or whatever it is that you're looking for. So you did well. And now it's time to just keep your focus. That's what this 2 of Swords is just keeping your focus, eye on the prize, and that prize is huge. that prize is huge. That 10 of Cups is a happy outcome, and even a happily ever after. So whatever this was, it might sometimes be like, oh, should we really have done that? Or should I have really, gone that far? Should I have just played it safe? No, you shouldn't have. What you did was perfect. Keep your focus, stay the course, and you are going to be so thrilled with this outcome. So let's open it up and see if we can get a little more context, because so far so good, yeah. We've got a 7 of Wands or clubs, 5 of Cups or hearts, and the 9 of clubs. All right. Well, there is, there are some levels here. So the 7 of clubs or the 7 of wands, that is a 7, on top of the Tower, it does tell us that you were coming from the right perspective whenever you started whatever this was, this demolition or whatever it was. Whatever major change that you instigated, it was for the right reason because you wanted an upgrade. And that's exactly what you're going to get. And you got to keep focused. Why you have to keep focused is because you're going through a lot of turmoil internally over something. It may be related to this or it may be not related to this, but the turmoil that you're experiencing internally, the conflict that you're experiencing internally, if you're not careful, can pull you off your focus, and so that you delay the progress. And you don't have time for that right now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel what you're feeling. Absolutely you should, but you should do it very mindfully and with such focus, and not allow yourself to get distracted from the tasks at hand, because things over these next couple of weeks are really going to shape up in a good way. But if you're not focused, and if you are allowing that internal conflict to take over more than it needs to, what you're going to find is not so much that you miss out on the outcome, because you're not going to do that. You're going to buckle down and you're going to make sure that everything is perfect, and you're going to have a great outcome. But what you are going to have is a lot of fatigue that's not necessary. And that fatigue isn't because of the hard work necessarily, although everybody needs a little rest after a bunch of hard work. It's because of the hard work mixed with this inner turmoil, this inner conflict. So this is not the time to say, well, I'll go to therapy after all of this. You keep that therapy appointment. You keep on that. You keep your meditation going. Whatever it is that you do, whatever your self-care is that you do to keep yourself focused, and how you move through uncomfortable times in your life, you keep that going and you make that your priority, so that you can get through whatever this is to the other side with the minimal amount of fatigue possible and the maximum amount of success and happiness. Because this 10 of Cups is your ultimate outcome, which is very happy, very successful. all your dreams coming true. Everything that you decided you didn't want over here and that you wanted an upgrade, all of that comes true and then some. Right? So it's not for nothing. You're doing exactly what you need to do to get exactly where you need to go. And in the meantime, sometimes the road is not as easy as we would like it to be. And it does take its toll on our energy at time. And well, on your energy, because this is not my reading. There's no we here, Ariel. This is all about Capricorns. But you know what I'm saying? That when you are capable of doing two things at once here, staying the course, being mindful of what your purpose is and getting to the finish line, and taking care of yourself at the same time, taking care of your inner needs at the same time. You can do it. Don't put your own inner needs on the back burner and say, okay, we're just going to push through and then we'll take care of me later. I mean, you can do that and you're still going to be fine. You're still going to get where you need to go, but there's going to be a lot of excess fatigue that's not necessary. You don't need to do that. You need to take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And you can work hard and still, okay, Capricorn, listen to this. I know it seems impossible, but it's true. You can work really hard and still be kind to yourself. You can work really hard and still be loving to yourself. You can work really hard and still take care of yourself. And that's exactly what this is this is the lesson, is that you're going to get to the finish line no matter what. You're going to get to all of these goodies that you want, no matter what. That's coming. It would take an apocalypse to not get there. You know what I mean? It would take the entire world being destroyed for you not to get where you're going, because you are very good at staying on your course. But you don't need to do that by abandoning your own needs. You don't need to somehow deprioritize your own needs for the success to happen. And that's your big lesson this 2 weeks, is how to be kind, loving, and take care of yourself and still get the work done. Still get these tasks completed. This card here, this 9 of Wands, you don't need to be in a battle. You don't need to look at this as a battle. You need to look at it as what it is, a series of tasks to get to a desired outcome, and how wonderful it is that you're getting there, and that you can take it one little day at a time and get your needs met in the meantime, and not be mean to yourself, and it's not even so much being mean to yourself, it's disregarding yourself, which is a type of meanness. It's not so much that I'm seeing here like a 5 of Swords where you're being mean and cruel and bullying yourself. It's not so much that. It's the old, and I understand it, I'll rest when I die kind of thing. There is some, there's a positive side to that attitude, but that's not what the attitude you need right now. It has its place, but not for you right now. You do need to rest. You do need to eat right. You do need to be loving and caring with yourself. You do need to acknowledge the fact that you're going through some stuff internally that may or may not have anything to do with the tasks at hand, and that you need to take care of that. If you need to be in the therapist's office, good for you. That means that you're taking care of yourself. If you need to meditate every day, good for you. That means that you're taking care of yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do to take care of that internal you right now, it's not going to detract from your outcome. It's going to empower it, and you're going to get there in just the same fulfilled way as if you, I shouldn't say fulfilled. You're going to get all of the goodies that you're looking for, whether or not you take care of yourself, like I've said before. But if you take care of yourself, then you've learned the lesson. So that you get there without the added fatigue. You get there without without having to kind of go back and do some cleanup with yourself. I hope I'm making sense. So take care of Capricorn while you work hard. That's your lesson. I think that's a big lesson for you. And it's a good lesson for you. And it's a wonderful lesson. And you're gonna learn it, and you're going to master it, because you are that kind of, that's who you are. There's no challenge that comes before you that you can't overcome. This is just a new kind of challenge. Usually the challenges that you're used to seem external to you. And there is one of those, and you're going to do great with that. But now you have to add that internal challenge, that there's part of you that needs your love and your attention and your kindness, and being gentle with yourself and sweet to yourself and loving to yourself, those kinds of things. That might be a little new for you. And if it is new for you, good, because that's the part of you that craves what we're talking about. So whatever this Five of Cups is, whatever this emotional discord is, the last thing you need to do is just shove it down and buckle down and just say, oh, it's okay, we're going to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and whatever, I'll deal with that later. No, that's not what's being asked of you. What's being asked of you right now is to acknowledge that and just say, okay, we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this with care and with love, and we're going to get all the rest we need every night. We're going to take care of whatever psychological needs we have, because we all have those. All of us do. You're not special in that regard. You know, that everybody else has psychological needs and you don't. Everybody else has emotional needs and you don't. That's not true. You're going to take care of Capricorn. You're going to love Capricorn just like you would love a child or a puppy. You deserve the same kind of love. And it's not an either or thing. You're going to do that while you're working hard, while you're getting the goods, while you're getting to your finish line, and it's going to be fabulous. All right, Capricorn, you got your work cut out for you. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Diane Honeypaw and I Am Her Eminence. And we'll see you in 2 weeks, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining. Blessed be.